morning, everyone. Welcome to day one of Formula Drift J2. It's qualifying day. I wish the weather was better, but at least it's raining all day, which means consistency. So we're gonna go out there. I think this is like my first time driving the car in competition in the wet. It's Okayama, it's a big track. It should be a lot of fun. Tomorrow will be dry, so at least the main competition will be dry though, in tandems and whatnot. But today we'll do our best. We'll see how we go with the wet. I think it's gonna be fun. I think the car can handle it. We'll be good. All right, let's get out there and have some fun. I'm excited.
It's a big track.
Big track. It's gonna be good.
Okay, unfortunately, there's a lot of rain. People are coming through that corner, like what they would do in Sugo, like 80%, and they're like going like 360s all around, like 4 times going around it. So yeah, I just told Sam he needs to just do 50% of what he usually does. Obviously it's his first time on the track, so to learn the track and also feel it out in the wet. What the judges has told us in the Formula Drift is that, yeah, obviously wet condition is very different, so they just want to see how they would drive in wet and how they would learn and all that. That would all be considered in the points. So Sam's a pretty fast learner, so I don't think it's a problem. It's just a matter of him controlling himself. Not going 120% like he always does. So yeah, let's see how he does.
For my first lap, I was entering in third, and with the final ratio that I had, it was way too much wheel speed and speed for the entry that was required for the conditions and how the track felt. On my second run, I went for a much more conservative entry, more of like a straight line, and kind of then rip the e-brake before initiating and then hold the e-brake while initiating with the wheel, which kind of gives you like the benefit of just having a really nice controlled entry in slippery conditions. That worked out really, really well, and I'm using second gear here, and you can just see that it's hitting limiter and bouncing off like crazy. The final is not ideal.
You got it, Sam. So, same thing. So,
I went into the pits to gas up the car, but unfortunately, due to how many people were spinning out and crashing, getting stuck in the gravel pits, there was no time for us to change the final where I would get a practice lap with it. We were going to lose time, and I went back out and only got one more practice lap, a total of 4 laps before we went straight into qualifying. So the conditions definitely aren't the greatest, but we're going to make do with what we have. We did a pretty solid lap just then. Unfortunately though, my GoPro, we got an SD card reader, an SD card like error or something. So hopefully the footage on there. If not, you know why, but we should have outside shots.
and the live stream.
And the live stream. Well, no, that was during practice.
That's true.
Yeah. So we're going to do our best this run. We just had a really good one. Look, this is definitely not a fun track in the wet. Like,
so what did you change? What did you change?
We changed, we're not telling people because I don't want people to know our secrets.
Okay,
but
never mind.
we had to make a fair few changes to make this like feel kind of good out there.
Steve, what do you think?
7 drivers, 7-0 now.
Yeah.
Bro, just finish your run.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Woo! Let's go, Sam! We've been having 0, like 11 drivers.
No, it's like 13 or 14 now in a row.
Yeah. Sam's up next. So let's see how he does. Woo!
69.
69.
69.
At least 69 points.
2 points is number 1 qualifier. 2 points? 1 point is the number 1 qualifier right now. I suppose that's true also. Nice.
Did he do it? Is he the first completer?
I think he's the first complete.
Ah!
I'm excited. What did he do? What did he look like? So, I don't know what they're gonna say over here.
I'm gonna have to say, hopefully, this man will be giving us the first score. 最初のスコアはこの男なんじゃないかなってちょっと期待してます。ゼッケン11番サムルーカ選手 SAMMIT with gamer subs.
Next at the line, fan favorite. I already see the chat blowing up right now. Sam Lucas is ready to go. Let's see how he's going to do it. Let's see if he can get us our first solid qualifier run here today at round 5. And here he is coming to the 3-2-1. Coming through into this outer zone 1. Looks like it's looking good. Oh, just trading a little bit coming through the outer zone 1, but just able to hold on. And here he is coming through the touch and go. Nice job through that touch and go. Ripping back around. Coming in real hot toward that wall right there. Nice job through outer zone 3. And here he is finishing off strong through this inside clip into that finish line. But man, unfortunately, that outer zone 1 is a killer for everyone right now.
Just found out from the live stream angle that he corrected himself in the first one. So he still gets 0, but still.
We're still in it. We're good.
Yeah.
We're good. We're good.
Yeah, but he completed it. He feels comfortable. So I'm sure he can, on the second one, he'll be able to do it. Yeah.
It'll be good.
So that run just then was really good. But unfortunately, after entry while I'm doing the long e-brake, second gear popped out all by itself. There was nothing I could have done. And by the time I realized and put it back in, it was too late and we straightened out. Otherwise, we probably would have put a score on the board. The reason why it keeps doing that, we just figured out, is I have an engine mount problem. It's moving around way too much. We think they're too soft or they're broken. And what's happening is when it's in second gear, it's really close to the body of the car. And when I come back on throttle, the whole transmission's moving and hitting the side of the body there. You can see a nick there where it's hit, and it's just pushing it out of gear. So I've got the boys right now changing to a 4-6 gear. So that should make the gear ratio roughly the same in third gear. That way we'll be in the middle, and when I clutch kick, we have a lot more space here for this transmission to move until we can replace the engine mounts before comp tomorrow. So it's a little hectic right now, but we're gonna make this work.
Car number 11、サム・ルーカス、SAMMIT with gamer subs。彼もですね、1本目0点ということで、2本目なんとかスコアを入れないと明日のベスト16に進めません。
And let's see how he's going to do. All you fans out there asking how he's doing. Let's see how he's going to do it. See if he's going to put a solid run together right here through the 3-2-1. Nice job. Huge entry right there with a flicker of the light, giving us a little wink coming into outer zone 1. Nice job through outer zone 1 right there. Rippin holding on into this touch and go. Here he is through the second half of the track. Just have to carry it and hold it through the second part of the track. Could have been a little deeper there through outer zone 2. Oh, no! And just shooting in, diving through that second portion of the track. Solid run together right here through the 3-2-1. Nice job. Huge entry right there. The flicker of the light. The wing coming into outer zone. Right there. Touch and go. And just shooting in, diving through that second portion of the track.
So let's run through everything that's just gone down. And right here, at this frame, you can see the difference in just how much water is there. The rain had actually stopped on this last run, and I was not aware of the grip difference that there was going to be because of that missing water through there. And as you can see, we're roughly in the same spot in the still frame, but as we hit play, you can see it puts me on a completely different trajectory, and I was just not prepared for that. Could I have prevented it? Definitely. This is something where seat time in this car is important. And this is my first time in the wet, and if I had known that this was going to happen, or if I was used to this, my first reaction should have just been a clutch kick and throttle through or grab the e-brake, and we would have came out of that probably just saving it. But hey, it just comes down to experience, and I still got a long way to go. As you would have just seen, we got a 0. Not just 1, but 2. I'm not upset though. In fact, actually, May got really upset. She was really devastated, and we had to...
I never bawled my eyes out.
She's never bawled her eyes out before at a drift event, but...
I think I've never cried during a competition.
No, I don't think you have either. You did get teary when I won at
Yeah, but that's different.
Nico Circuit when it was my first beginner's comp. But anyways, that aside, I'm really happy. I am celebrating the fact that 1, I wasn't nervous at all. I had an amazing time, I had fun, and I learned so much. So let's run through what we know. First time ever driving at Okayama. First time really driving my comp car in the wet. This is the only time I've ever been able to do, like actually have to perform in the wet with this car and drive it in the wet. So I did really, really well with that. In fact, I think we adapted really, really well and were able to connect the course and do what we needed to. Now, what else? 4 laps of practice. I didn't even, first time driving here and only 4 laps, and I was able to still connect the whole course. It's mind-blowing, right? So put all that aside, the weather. Weather, unfortunate, something I can't control. So there's that. And the last thing is the issues with the car, right? We've busted one of the engine mounts in there. I guess they were too soft for the 2J or whatever, I don't know. But long story short, we need to change the engine mounts. The transmission was moving around a bit, so when I was using second gear initially, it was fine, but the engine mount got worse and tore, so the transmission started moving a lot when I was on the e-brake sliding in, and I would just be pumping the throttle to keep the revs up so that when I got back on second, we'd power through. Anyways, while I was revving it up, unfortunately the shifter would tap against the body of the car in the trans tunnel and pop it out of gear into neutral. So when we got back to the pits after the first round, which was why we got a 0 on our first run, we changed the final to a 4-6 so I could run with third, because third's straight in the middle, up the top. Even if the transmission's moving around like this, it's not gonna knock it out of gear. So we did that, entered, did great, felt amazing, and then I didn't realize that there was a dry patch by the wall. And as we come in there, I'm expecting to just slide through because it was really slippery before. Going back to the fact, I just want to make sure you guys heard me say this in the car. I have driven on a lot of tracks in the wet. This is the slipperiest track I have ever driven on in the wet. I have never experienced anything like that. I feel like I'd have more grip on studless tires, drifting on ice on the lake. It's ridiculous. So anyways, that aside, we come through there, we hit a dry patch. While I'm actually at angle just waiting to kind of slide through, the car grips up and lunges me forward, and you saw what happened. So honestly, I think we did great. I think we did really well, all things considered, and I'm sure you can tell from the video as well. So I'm really proud of what Juju did.
Thank you.
I'm really proud of what Josh did. We all learnt a bunch today. We now have data on Okayama in the rain.
I don't.
Well, no, it's fine. We can remember everything and write it down in the spreadsheet.
I got data.
We got data, right? We know what pressures felt good. We know what final I used. For the first time in FD history in Japan, it rained at Okayama. It has never rained at this track before.
And there is no 16 drivers in the top 16.
Yes, only 10 drivers made it. I don't know, they should just let us all do sideshow or go rock, paper, scissors so that we fill it up. But that's never also happened before in FD history. Yeah. All I needed was to just hold that last corner right there.
Not only that, but the Series 1 ranking driver, he even spun out.
Series 1, 2, and 3 ranking drivers all got double zeros.
Yep.
So that just how slippery this track is. So yeah, it is what it is. We did great. I'm really proud of everyone. And I'm proud of myself because I guarantee you anyone else that came here and tried driving this for their first time with 4 laps of practice probably would have done worse than me, just being honest. and now the track is pretty much all but dried up. It's just beautiful and cloudy now, nice and cool. The sun came out for a little bit as well, but even still, there's a few little wet patches there. So a lot of the J1 drivers aren't even driving right now. They just don't want to deal with it because they only get a certain amount of laps they're allowed to do for practice. So they just give them a bunch of time. I think today they have 4 hours, and then tomorrow morning they have another 2 hours, and then they qualify, and then Sunday's supposed to be all day rain for them. So the main comp is going to be wet. It's going to be interesting. Obviously, Gamer Subs is a massive sponsor for the FD car, my tier 1 guys. But I have to say, my favorite flavor is Meta Mango. I know this is an OG flavor of theirs, but this is probably the best. I just gave some to Juju. What's the consensus?
It's really good.
It's good, right?
Yeah, I like it.
Hell yeah. All right. I'm going to keep drinking this. We're going to go walk around the pits and check out some cars and see what's going on.
Let's do it.
Arigato, Tanaka-san. So Tanaka-san's my tuner, but he's also part of the team for Hibino-san's Liberty Walk R35 GTR. And it has a 4-rotor in here, which is mind-blowing to me, but I love it, right? Juju, he's a Puerto Rican guy, so like he loves this, yeah. But look at the size of this. It's the HKS variant of a Garrett G42, I believe. It's super cool. So this is a Garrett G42, but it's got the HKS like plate down there, the little gold plate, and they do a little bit of a different like anti-surge housing there. It's super nice. I love it. So this just honestly, it looks like it's meant to be in here. I love this. So electric power steering up the top here. Looks like they're running a radium catch can there. It kind of comes off the filler. It's so interesting. It looks like they're doing oil injection as well. So I'm learning a lot about rotaries. So tell me if I'm wrong in the comment section, but this is really cool. That looks like the electric water pump. Very interesting. I love this. And they're running a Hollinger sequential. Electronic throttle body, massive intake manifold. That thing looks huge. Very cool. I think that's a 4-inch exhaust too. That's massive. Gets real close to the steering there. Very interesting. I wonder what angle kit they're using on this. It's kind of hard to see. Oh, here we go. We can look through here. Oh, wow. That looks like a stock knuckle that's been welded together. Interesting. Fiberglass doors, really light. Interior with a full carbon fiber dash. That hydro is insane. Very cool. So much going on in here. Very cool car. Man, that door is so light. Stock handle too, that's sick. Very unique car. I don't think I've seen anything like this in FD USA, so I love what Japan brings. This is really cool too, the ducting that they've done to push it into the V-mount radiator around the intercooler here. So you got these spaces here that push in to give it fresh air. That's really cool. I like how they built this. All right, let's keep moving along the pits and see what we can find. Next one. Got the Good Ride guys here. The switch tracks is a nice touch. Team Orange over here. There's Lance, Linglong Tire, guy in Japan. We got the Cusco team up here. Ooh. So Masanori literally blew his engine apart. Like the rod and the piston disconnected and the rod spun around and cut the whole block in half. And they did an engine swap all in one night and brought the car here. So, is it doing well? Okay.
Very good.
The weather's starting to dry up now, so much better. Konnichiwa. Ganbatte ne. Okay. You guys don't know Hiro? I believe he just turned 13 recently, and he's driving in the Cusco Yaris. Insane. 13 years old and shreds. Hiro's lined up. Let's see how he does. Nice. Man, I'm so jealous they get tire smoke. The loudest car here. The loudest car here.
I love it. It's wild.
He's wild. Hibino's great. You guys don't recognize this guy's voice. This is Kenny.
Yes.
From the live stream. Tell me, how much did it suck when you watched me at the last section just screwed
It
up?
wasn't so bad because of fan base. You guys are very strong for him, so you keep me entertained.
I haven't even looked at chat.
So if he's sucking on the track, you guys are making up for him, so it's all good. No, but it's very unfortunate. With the track conditions, the weather, Mother Nature's just not on the side for FDJ2 drivers, but hey, hats off for you guys sticking through it and being out here and doing your thing. So I was entertained.
Oh, for sure. I mean, how many what was the max amount of 360s people did?
I think FD Japan has to buy more gravel for that gravel pit. That's at this point. So.
So much moved.
Exactly. But no, it was very entertaining today.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes tomorrow. Only 10 people made it to top 16.
So what are they doing there? They're doing a buy run?
A lot of buys.
A lot of buys?
Yeah, the bracket's already up on the Instagram right now. So yeah.
So some people got lucky and got a straight shot into A?
Straight to A, yeah.
That's kind of cool, but
we almost
also...
jumped straight to...
They should have just let us, like the guys who nearly had it, do like a rock, paper, scissors.
That's what I told them on the stage over there. I was like, hey, let's just do junk info and call it a day.
Yeah. At least fill it up, but no, that wouldn't be fair. Awesome, Kenny. Thank you, dude. Love your work.
Man. I'll see you next event. You'll be a podium next event. I have a feeling.
That. I believe
Fuji's,
it.
kind of home to you.
It's kind of home ground, yeah.
So you got this.
All right. Love it. Bosso's about to head out, do some laps. He's all dressed up, looking cute. Liberty Walk silhouette arrow. So aggressive, this kid. This is where it starts, the car, the body, and then it comes out to here. So wide. So we've checked out some of the J1 drivers now. Let's go check out some of the J2 ones. This is Matsui-san's car. Beautiful S13. You guys might remember Matsui is a D1 GP champion, and we actually battled with each other at Sugo. Unfortunately, his car was having a bunch of issues and breaking down. So this is what she looks like. Nice 2JZ. Pretty basic setup, but still everything that you need. Seems like a lot of the guys are kind of packed up and chilling for the rest of the day because now the qualifying's over, the comp's tomorrow. You can see this 33 is also packed up. Actually, all the Skylines that I know of here have 2Js in them. It's kind of blasphemy, but I also get it. Now, but this end, but this end we got my friend Kisaragi, Kisa-chan, in her Cresta 2JZ. 2JZ でしょ? 2JZ でしょ? 何馬力? 600 horsepower, killing it. This is her nice little dash and everything. She's killing it. She, 今日の00もですよね. Twin ですよね. We twin today with a 00. That's right. Next time, Fuji. Yes. 頑張りましょう. Yosh. Well, you guys are gonna probably see us doing a lot more driving together. We live pretty close to each other, so it's going to make good for us to just zip off to Ebisu and the track and get some good seat time in. So what we both need is some tandem practice. Hey mate-chan, how you doing? You eating salsa out of a cup? That looks good. Oh, whoa, chill. That's some Rudnick style stuff. And before we go, I figured I'd give you guys a nice view. Check this out. Weather looks great. Bunch of smoke. Man, look at this view right here. It looks like magic hour. It's beautiful. Okayama really is a sick track. Time to jump in the car though, head to a restaurant, get some food, maybe hit the onsen and reset before we head back up to Tokyo tomorrow. お疲れ様。乾杯。乾杯。